Bonjour, I hope you're well. Last episode was rather special. It's going to be a tough one to follow, but we'll do our best. In today's episode, the prime focus will be the League Cup quarter-final. We have drawn Preston North End, a championship team, although they have been a bit of a yo-yo team between the championship and the Premier League in this universe. So they are a top team, even though we have had a fairly generous draw. Because we have avoided all of the Premier League teams, as you can see then. But having beaten Aston Villa and Man United, we've just got to believe that we can get through to the semi-final of this competition. It really would be quite magnificent. But first of all, we will be taking on Bristol City in the league, away from home. Now, you'll notice we've had a bit of a blip, and you may also notice my throat's still not completely recovered, but I'll do my best for you. We're top of the table though still, and we're actually 4 points clear despite our little bit of a blip, because Bolton have also slipped up slightly. It has meant Plymouth have come into the mix here. It's so close. We have lost our first league game of the season as well, unfortunately, and it was a bit of a thrashing, 4-0 against Millwall. But let's go through the results. The first game was against Dagenham and Redbridge, 0-0 draw in the FA Cup first round, so that went to a replay. But back to winning ways very quickly against Colchester United. Bit of a different looking team in this game because it was the Football League trophy, so I had to rest some players. Charlie Farrer played, a massive lad up front who scored loads of goals for the under-23s over the last couple of years. Hasn't really featured a huge amount for them lately, but I thought I'd give him a go. Didn't really do much in this game, to be honest. But Toby Brazil opened the scoring. Shay Skinner playing in goal for us. He started this attack. Mark Cole was the player that managed to get the winning goal in the end. They did get a goal back, but overall we were good. We had created so many chances, and we definitely deserved to win this game. It was a lovely finish from Mark Cole as well. Top right-hand corner. This was a fabulous game for the neutrals especially, but also for Regen Rovers fans, because we won 4-2 after going 2-0 down. What a comeback. You may have noticed Wayne Burns' average rating. He was an absolute machine in this game, and he started the attack for our first goal of the game. Look at him go, charging up the pitch, found Ryan Curtis, and he managed to sneak it home. Wayne Burns then managed to get a goal himself. He scored twice in this game and got an assist. Sometimes we just have a random player in our team absolutely beast it. It's usually Mark Ball, but today it was all about Wayne Burns. But Mark Ball with a lovely assist there. Mark Ball actually made it 3. He turned it around in the first half from 2-0 down to 3-2 up, heading home an Adrian Burrows cross. And I'm going to have to make an announcement here, because Adrian Burrows has actually left the club. He was on a non-contract. He was on a rolling contract, because in the summer, a few contracts were up, and he wanted quite a lot of money for this. Just for his ability, he wasn't worth what he was asking for. We've obviously got Samuel Orsini, and I'm trying to find a new left back to come in, but he has actually decided to leave, despite the fact that he has been playing this season. But I'll be sad to leave him go. He made 20 assists in his 2.5 seasons at the club, and he did okay, didn't he? So yeah, a bit of a shame to see him go, but we can improve upon that position, I think. Let's have a look at the last goal then. Perry Miles involved, found Adrian Burrows, who put the cross in all the way over. It came back to Perry Miles, who found Wayne Burns, blocked, ran in, second attempt, found the back of the net from outside the box. Not a bad goal from Wayne Burns. So we thrashed Dagenham and Redbridge in the FA Cup first round replay. Mark Ball with the opening goal, and it was a quite powerful strike, I must say. Look at this, boom! Excellent. But then it was all about Ryan Curtis after that. He scored a hat-trick, which is nice to see. He's always overshadowed a bit by Mark Ball, isn't he? But this was his moment to shine. Wes Honor played it all the way over. Mark Ball ran onto it, put the cross in, and Curtis headed home. And then right at the start of the second half, he got his second goal. This was actually from kickoff, I think, as well. Mark Ball once again involved, though, of course. With his pace, ran on. Easy finish for Curtis. To be fair, Mark Ball created both those goals, so I can't really say Curtis was necessarily better than Mark Ball in this game, but he got a hat-trick and he got a 9.6. He got man of the match. This was his hat-trick then, coming from a corner. Sini crossing it in. Curtis couldn't really miss from there. So three poacher's finishes, I suppose, from Ryan Curtis. Then a 2-1 win against Peterborough in the league. John Patinama scored. Is this his first goal? I can't really remember. I've lost track, to be honest. But it was a nice strike, actually. Hit it first time, bottom right hand corner. And Mark Ball scored again. He has scored so many goals. And actually, he's got a new contract. I've put it on Regen Rovers Twitter. He's on, I think, 2.1k a week now. But he deserves it. And he's got loads of incentives. He just deserves it. He was insane. When I offered him that contract, he'd scored 24 goals in 26 games this season. So 4-0 defeat against Millwall. Our first defeat of the season in the league. And that was actually a record attendance. But we then broke that record attendance against Oxford United. 4,450 people turned up for the second round of the FA Cup. And we scored a late equaliser through that man, Mark Ball again. Perry Miles has been really good since getting back into the first team. He's keeping Toby Brazil out of my first choice 11. He's just been really good. 0-0 draw against Crewe, pretty boring stuff. And then a 2-1 defeat against Gillingham in the Football League Trophy second round. So we're out of that competition. We're out the Hampshire Senior Cup. We need to concentrate on the League Cup. Let's just keep going. Let's get through to that semi-final. This was Grant Hunt's goal, but in the end it wasn't enough. We didn't play very well at all. We've just had a bit of a slump. It was likely to happen at some point, wasn't it? We can't just keep going. So first game today, away from home against Bristol City, a team we have not beaten so far after 3 attempts. Let's hope we can get a win today. This is the journey we made west to Bristol City today then. Looking forward to this one. So those of you that watched my Regen Rovers recap at the end of last season will remember that Bristol Rovers promoted to the Championship, Bristol City relegated to League One. They have some very good players. There's some Championship quality players. Their striker Dario Downey looks exceptional. Bolton on the right hand side, really well-rounded winger. They've got some quality players. Compared to our team, they look so much better on paper. But we are top of the table. Now I'm hoping that our recent bad patch is a result of so many games coming thick and fast and me having to rotate the players. There's been a few tired players, slight injuries as well. And I'm hoping that it's because of that rather than teams have found us out. But we might find out today against a really top quality Bristol City team whether we really can push on. If we can beat Bristol City, then I think we've got a good chance of getting promoted. Of course, whatever happens today, we'll stay top of the table. There's the team. Hancock at right back, Cassini left back. Nothing really unusual about the team, really. Of course, we don't have Burrows now, so we do have to play Cassini. Let's go for that. That's worked nicely. But if I could pick whether to beat Bristol City or Preston, I think I'd go for Preston. Because our League Cup run has financially improved the club so much. Of course, we're now improving the training facilities and youth facilities. I'm hoping we don't go into debt before next September because that's when they're due to be finished. And I think they're going to be really basic because we've got pretty much the lowest facilities possible. If it goes up a couple notches, it's not going to be very good. So we're going to have to keep improving it with the money that we're getting from this cup run. And hopefully we are intending to bring in a lot of money through the gates as well now because we're getting good attendances as Dickie Strutton does well to win the ball there. What's he going to do? He's found Ryan Curtis. It's a bit sluggish there. Oh, if that had got in, what a belter that would have been. Hancock to Burns. Headed away. Strutton does well though. Burns back to Dickie Strutton. He's heavily involved here, isn't he? Lucas Long tries to lump it over, but it's back to Dickie Strutton. Into Joey Curry. Knocks it long once again, but here's Dickie Strutton again. I kind of sense an opportunity for them. We're just not able to get it past their defence, are we here? Here we go. They've got Lucas Long steps in, finds Wayne Burns. He's got Hancock to one side. Here he goes. Gareth Hancock blocked, but it's back to Dickie Strutton. Knocks it long. Mark Ball off the post. So unlucky. We've created 2 half chances today. We've been the better team. It's not quite working for us at the moment though. But an encouraging start to this game. But Bristol City, they're going to grow into it. That's a brilliant block by, I think that might have been Patinama actually. And now he's charged. Look at him go. But here come Bristol City. Uh-oh, this is an opportunity. Said he was dangerous. Dario Downey makes it 1-0. He only needed 1 chance. It wasn't even a chance. Looking at that. Quality finish. Can we turn this game around? We've been good at getting back into games this season. Just not the last few games. Mark Ball comes deep to collect that. Where's he going? He's played it to Dickie Strutton. Into Perry Miles. Good presence on the ball as Perry Miles. He's a good passer. Here's Mark Ball round the back with his pace. Can he find Ryan Curtis in the middle? He does. Ryan Curtis has to score, and he does. He heads it home for his 15th goal of the season. Mark Ball did exceptionally well again. Oh, what a player. But Ryan Curtis, he applies the finish. It's just a long old lump from Lucas Long. It's a good ball. That's what we need. Just put it just far enough past the defender for Mark Ball to beat the back line. And it just trickles over the line from our number 10. Oh, it's a highlight straight away, though, which is not always a good thing. We've been good. 1 clear-cut chance, 2 half chances. We've held our own against this Bristol City team. We've been disappointing so far this season. But, oh, what a save, Okoro. Oh, he's offside anyway, but it was a quality... Okoro didn't know that. It's a quality save. I've just realised something. I had heard rumours of this. Basically... there's a button missing. I thought, what's missing? I feel like there's something missing here. Our assistant manager has been poached. I didn't read the article saying he'd left, but there was 2 teams interested in making our assistant, Mick Crane, their manager. Yeah, we've got no one helping me out, so I need to find a new assistant manager. Let's keep going. We'll leave it on attacking. Here come Bristol City early on in the second half. Fired over. 60 minutes on the clock. Joey Curry easily intercepts that. Bangs it clear for Mark Ball. Can he work his magic? Oh, here he goes. Oh, what a player. Ryan Curtis. Ryan Curtis. He has to be finishing those. We've created the chances to win this game. Oh, Mark Ball did so well, though. It's not being Perry Miles' day. I'm going to leave him on. Patinama's not played particularly well. Wes Honor's going to come on. Grant Hunt's going to come on the right wing. I would bring Passmore. I love his name, but his average rating is well, it's okay in the league actually. It's the cup competitions that's let him down. His over average rating. His average rating in the league's not bad, so he's more accustomed to league matches than cup matches, strangely. And Brazil will come on for the last few minutes. I'll take a draw, but it's the 5th game in a row that we've failed to win, which is a shame. What was that from Dickie Strutton? He thought Orsini was making a run, I think. But yeah, I'm considering their team. Look, their players on paper are superior to ours, so that is a good draw. I mean, this tactic must be good, mustn't it? I think it's a combination of the tactic and also the chemistry that my players have. So I'm pleased. We've got to be pleased with that. Man of the match, Mark Ball, by the way. Played really well. We're about to sign a new left back, Niall Whitehead. Fairly generous contract, although it's really not for League One. I mean, the weekly wage is fairly low, but he wants all these extra things to sign for us. He's not bad looking. I think he's better than Burrows. He used to play for Rotherham in League One. Was on loan at Mansfield in the National League in the previous season. Not great average ratings, but it's kind of the best player that I can bring in on a free right now. And there's no one available on loan either, so it's just limited options. It's just trying to have someone there. Sammy Orsini will probably be first choice. Physically, he's great. I like the look of him. I haven't signed a player mid-season for a long old time. It's always just been... I don't really like January transfer. We're not even in January yet, but I don't... Looking at this, the last few seasons, I think... Yeah, when was the last time I signed a player outside of the summer? It would have been Ian Donnelly on loan in March 2024. Crazy, really. I just don't do January or non-summer transfers, really. He's actually quite good. I don't even have an assistant, so I don't know who's actually doing this report. But according to whoever is doing my star ratings right now, Billy Barron, let's have a look at someone else. Who do I trust? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Reece Parry's defensive coach. So 3.5 stars. He's our best left back. Long old journey for Preston North End. So hopefully they'll be nice and tired after that coach journey down to Winchester. This is a huge day for the club. But someone who definitely won't be playing a part in this game will be our new signing Niall Whitehead, who's suspended for 2 matches. Hilarious, really. But there we go. Must have got red carded on his last match. I've not changed the team. I don't think there's any need to. I want to see the match preview. Where's that gone? Here we go. They're, of course, the favourites for this. Where are they in the league? They're second in the Championship. They're a strong team. And people, I put the draw on Twitter and people saying, If you can beat Man United and Aston Villa, you can beat Preston. Yes, I get that point. But Preston, they're a yo-yo team between the Premier League and Championship. They're having a final time. They're probably less likely to rest players compared to a team like Man United or Aston Villa, who are in the top flight. I'm putting my excuses in now early, aren't I? I got to. And of course, we're in a bit of a slump. But we've got to try and stay positive for this Preston game, even though they have put out a first choice team. Pedro up front, exceptional. The player behind him, Taylor Richards, looks really good. 10 goals this season, their top goal scorer. Hurtado on the right hand side, an Ecuadorian international. On the left, they've got Josh Sims. They've got Ljubicic in central midfield, who looks decent. Tom Davies in the team. Reece James at right. They've put out a first choice squad on the whole. And if anything, could be much harder than the Aston Villa and Man United games because they put out youth players. For a lot of the team was made up of youth players, very good youth players, but still, I don't fancy my chances. It's just this game has come at the wrong time for us. If we'd managed to win against Bristol City, giving us a bit of a boost, then possibly. But let's just do our best because I don't have my assistant now, so I'm gonna have to do all this myself. Mark Pedro. I'm not really sure what we should do. Do we close down? I don't know if it's good to close down fast wingers because they just beat you, don't they? Let's go then. We're walking out onto the Plumbing Park pitch in front of everyone from Winchester and beyond as well, of course. Lots of people travel to see us these days. Should put it on extended today. Why not? Let's make it a bit more dramatic. League Cup quarter-final. Here's Hancock. Throw in. Oh, here's Ryan Curtis. Mark Bull. Come on. Blocked. Ryan Curtis. Yes! Yes! We're 1-0 up against Preston. The dream continues. Coming from a throw-in as well. Hancock chucked it into the box. Ryan Curtis to Mark Bull, who found Ryan Curtis via deflection. And Curtis smashed it home. Preston come though. They come. Richards out wide to John. Looking to cross it. He's found Sims though. We've got plenty of men back. Here's Tom Davies. Back to Ljubicic. To Tom Davies again. Oh, Patinama intercepts. Here's Ryan Curtis. Come on, Curtis. It's through to Mark Bull. This is a glorious opportunity. Mark Bull off the post. Clear-cut chance, though. I'm actually going to get Ryan Curtis to go as a deep line forward on attack. Just drop back a bit and support the midfield a little bit. Link play between the midfield and attack. Mark Bull can stay up there with his pace. 20 minutes in. Oh, we might regret that miss. Here they come. Ljubicic crosses it. Headed away by Lucas Long. Patinama can't win it. Tom Davies out wide to James. Crosses it deep. Back post. Okoro comes and gathers. This is massive. Lots of highlights because we put it on extended. Makes it more dramatic. Wayne Burns. Ryan Curtis heads on. Can't find anyone. Hadsakic contemplates life before finally blasting up the pitch. Headed away, Wayne Burns now back to Hancock, blasts it long for the pace of Mark Bull. Ryan Curtis is desperately trying to get up in support. Mark Bull, is he going alone? It's a fantastic tackle in the end. That was actually a half chance apparently. Will we get to see the corner this time? Hancock, I think you probably will on extended actually. That's headed away. Mark Bull on the edge of the box. Dickie Strutton, someone have a shot? Free kick to Preston, whipped in. Headed on, it's 1-1. It's a centre-back that gets their goal. Two centre-backs. One with the assist, one with the goal. Irritating. We go again. Chalobah into Richards, back to Chalobah. Here he comes. Man on a mission. Crosses it in. Oh no! Where's the defence? It's 2-1 Josh Sims. Where were we? And in a flash, they've turned this game around. Chalobah with 2 assists. Said it was going to be tough today. Here's Perry Miles. Come on, Perry. Into Ryan Curtis. He's got Wayne Burns out wide. This is nice. Transitioning up the pitch nicely. Wayne Burns crosses it. Ryan Curtis on the end. No. Out to Joey Curry. We're going to have another opportunity here. Samuel Sini to Perry Miles. Nice play. Patinama. Come on, Patinama. It's blocked. And now Preston bringing it clear. Oh, look at Pedro go. Look at Pedro go. No, that was a chance. Where's the defence? I'm only man marking Pedro. Well, tight marking. Maybe we're man marking some of these players and it's causing problems. A few minutes till half time. We've both had one half chance, one clear cut chance, but they are 2-1 up as it stands. That's a good head away by Wayne Burns, but Sims blocked again. Good defending. We get to see good defensive display when I've got it an extended. Lubicic. Hurtado trying to get a shot away. It's good defending by Assini. Lots of blocks. There's something nice about a good block, isn't there? Here's John. To Sims. They're much better at holding on to the ball, aren't they? Here's Pedro. Trying to turn and have the shot tipped over by Okoro. And now it's a corner. Whipped. Headed behind. Another corner. Crossed in. Assini misses. It's a free kick to us. We need the flame pit to get behind us in the second half. We need that extra bit of energy from the fans to help us back into this game. Might push the wingers forwards. 2-1 down. Could be worse. Let's go for that. I was hoping just a little bit of a harsh team talk would help us out a bit here. But I've motivated the lads. Now, do I push them forwards? Do I bring... Yeah, let's bring Grant Hunt on. In fact, I'll leave them there, but just on attack rather than support. Let's try that. But as it stands, we're crashing out the League Cup. But it has been an incredible journey, hasn't it, to the quarterfinals. We weren't expecting this at all. That win against Man United will be long remembered. And of course, it really helped us financially in a big, big way. Corner to Preston, though. They're looking to make things comfortable. Okoro saves it, but it's another goal for Preston. Pedro tucks it home. How are we going to get out of this slump? I think we need to just have a bit of a 2 weeks off. We need a 2-week rest, don't we? Oh, highlight straight away. That might be good. Let's see. Here's Assini. That's poor. That's really poor. Assini, what are you doing? James into Hurtado. Oh, Assini misses the tackle. Dickie Stratton trying to get back. Oh, here goes Pedro. Pedro blocked. Tom Davies with a bullet. 4-1 to Preston. It's all over, guys. It's all. We'll go cautious, I think. Try and hit them on the break as they try and push for more goals. They're just too strong for us. This team, second in the championship, first choice team as well. They're too strong. As Richards, I don't know what Cora was trying to do. They kept it out, but he was retreating into his own goal, which was just a strange decision. We got to be proud of these guys. We've had a tricky spell of late. We just need to get a win back on the board and manage and try and cling on to that top spot. They're going to get a fifth here. Just wide. Couple changes being made in the midfield. Brazil and Honor coming on. Here's Grant Hunt. Let's see if we can get another consolation goal. That would be nice. Grant Hunt into Toby Brazil. This is a nice play. Mark Ball. Oh, nice back heel to Ryan Curtis. Oh, that is beautiful. And that deserved to be a goal. Oh, Toby Brazil's injured. Gonna leave him on. 12 minutes. That was wonderful football. We've actually created 2 clear-cut chances to their 1. That's a positive, isn't it? Here's Grant Hunt bringing it clear. What was that? Trying to give him too much to do. Good closing down from the lads. Where's Honor? Brings that down nicely. Ryan Curtis flicks it onto Mark Ball. Into Grant Hunt. Hunt! This is surely a goal. It is. It froze temporarily. Where's Honor? Gets us kind of back into this. It's very unlikely. We'll go attacking. We might as well. But let's have a look at the replay. It was lovely. Great play from us. Mark Ball, look at the overload there at the back post. There was 4 players waiting. Free kick. Richards smashes it well over. They've done me proud. We didn't concede that many chances. There was far fewer shots compared to the Man United game. And we scored twice against Preston. But we are out the League Cup. It has been a magnificent adventure. But I think just these run of results coming up against a first choice championship team, it just was too much for us in the end. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways soon. It was very unlikely that we'd be able to get past the semi-final stage because, well, then again, Wolves and Brighton, I suppose, are kind of beatable Premier League teams, but Chelsea, yeah, we wouldn't have won this competition. Maybe we will one day when we're perhaps in the Championship or Premier League. But yeah, we haven't won for 6 games, and it really has been a bad old slump. Knocked out of 2 cup competitions in the space of a few days. Hopefully we don't get knocked out the FA Cup now, because we want to try and get through to the 3rd round, bring in some more revenue, face a Premier League team, and help the finances It's 124 grand in profit at the moment, not bad. Decent gate receipts. I mean, there's a lot of player wages, staff wages, loan repayments at the moment, so we do have to make a lot of money every month to make a profit. But 2 months in a row making a profit, not bad at all. Hopefully we will stay in profit and we can improve those facilities. Next few games then. We've got Exeter in the league, Oxford in the FA Cup second round replay. But yeah, we'll be concentrating on the league from now on. For for the second half of the season. We're only in the 15th of December, remember. We're not even halfway through. Oh no, we are. We're halfway through the league now. We're on 46 points. We're 4 clear of Chesterfield, who are now second. We're 5 clear of the playoff zone, despite the recent slump. That is truly phenomenal first half of the season. We need to get a win against Exeter to get back. Just get back into it. A mid-table team, we need to be beating mid-table teams if we're serious about getting promoted. Let's just have a half-season review then. Let's have a quick look at who's made the most appearances, etc. So Coro, 32 appearances from our goalkeeper, despite the fact Shane, what's his name? Shea Skinner, I forgot his name. Shea Skinner has made 4 appearances in the Football League trophy. Goals-wise, Mark Ball is of course top goal scorer, but he hasn't, since his contract, he's only scored 1 goal in 6 games. So if anything, the contract's had a negative impact, although he has got assists, to be fair. He's a long way ahead of Ryan Curtis with 16, who's had a great season as well himself. Grant Hunt third with 5, so it really is a two-man team in terms of goals. Assist-wise, Mark Ball is top. Patanama had a really healthy period of assists, but has dropped off once again. He's only 18, and perhaps he's just not quite got that consistency yet, but he's improving. He's obviously our biggest earner at the club, £2,800 a week, so he does need to contribute. But I'm okay with him at the moment. We're top of the table. I can't really complain about anyone. Perry Miles has done well as well recently. Player of the match-wise, Mark Ball, insane. And average rating-wise, only 2 players above a 7, strangely, despite the fact we are top. But plenty of players above 6.9. The fact that Okoro just pulls off incredible saves, pulls off incredible performances, and yet he's still... The game just underrates goalkeepers massively. It really does. It's one of my biggest gripes with Football Manager, and has been for a few years actually. Anyway, we'll end it there. Thank you for watching episode 86 of Regen Rovers. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.